Hello, welcome back to my Thaumcraft 4.1 tutorial series. So in this episode, I thought we'd talk about magic staffs, or if you're not in America, magic staves. So a magic staff is kind of like a wand. It holds V and you can use wand foci with it, so you can excavate with it, you can, burn things, frost things, shock things, you can use it for equal trade. Any of the wand foci will work with magic staffs. Now what doesn't work is crafting. You can't use it in an arcane work table, but it holds way more V. So it's really helpful where you can't recharge your wand a lot if you want to keep it as a weapon. A magic staff is much better as a weapon than a magic wand is because of how much more V it stores. Now there's a magic staff or a magic staff core to go along with every kind of core for your wand. So there's a silverwood staff core, an obsidian staff core, every other kind of core as well. So let's go ahead and get the research for magic staffs. And let's see here. This shouldn't be too difficult, I think. It's pretty simple research. Alright, instrumentum. So Tellum, Perdicio, and Vacuos. And then going I can never see Tutamen for some reason. Tutamen, Terra, Herba. By the way, the research helper has had an update. So Azenor is working on Thaumcraft 4.1 for Minecraft 1.7. He stopped work on the 1.6 version. So 4.10G, the version we've been using, is the last version that is going to be out for the 1.6 mod packs. So the research helper is now pretty stable for all the aspects. So that's pretty handy. And by the way, if you had noticed, we've changed the base around a little bit. The reason we did that is because I'm now using the monster pack. The monster pack updated to 1.1.1 and it's got Thaumcraft 4.10G, so I can share the worlds with you now. And I've actually gone through and rebuilt everything as close as I could get it to each point in time for all the other episodes. So I'll be uploading those as soon as I can. But it's slightly different, but not too different. If you go through this portal, here's the arcane boar, which looks like it's still going. Maybe I had to come here to load that chunk. Alright, so it's still going, and there's no more basement. There's an up top here. It's got the ME system where all the items are stored, a little tank for my experience, enchanting table, and here's the wand recharge pedestal. And if you look out over things, it's got the animal farm, the food farm, the tree farm, and the mana bean farm. So there's all that stuff. So let's go ahead and go back to magic staffs. So once you research magic staffs, it opens up all of these side discoveries, or it would if I had all these. But there you go, silverwood staff core, obsidian staff core. Now, one thing to note is that if you're just playing Thaumcraft, you cannot make a silverwood staff with thaumium wand caps. You need caps for your staff, just like you do for your wand, but it takes too much V to craft a silverwood staff with thaumium wand caps, so you won't be able to get the absolute best staff using just Thaumcraft. There's another mod called Thaumic Tinkerer, which I believe makes a way for you to do this, but I'm not into that yet, so I'll do that later. So you can either make an obsidian staff with thaumium wand caps and get a bit better V discount, or you can make a silverwood staff with gold wand caps, have more V, but a worse discount. So, I don't know, 80% usage on an obsidian staff core, which would have 175 V storage, or 90% on a silverwood staff that has 250 V storage. I haven't done the math, so I'm not sure what's better. I'm just going to go ahead and make an obsidian staff. They're all pretty much similar. The recipe is very much the same for all of these. And these are all hexagonal tiles, purchased research. So let me go ahead and get this, and you'll see all of them are just 2 rods and a primal charm and some order. That's in an arcane workbench. So let's get 2 of these obsidian rods. Should I get the right one from Thaumcraft? I don't want the one from Redstone Arsenal. And we'll get a primal charm. And you've already seen these things be made before. I've already scanned them. I'm not going to go through and make them with infusion crafting again. So I will go in here, put the rods and the charm, and we get an obsidian staff core. 91% V because we've got a gold banded greatwood wand. Your caps are what determine your V discount. So I get a 10% discount. No, I'm sorry, 5% discount for gold caps and 579. Sorry, gold caps have no discount. They're even. Sorry, gold caps are even. So if you're wearing your thaumaturge gear, you will get 9 or 10% if I'm wearing the boots. I never wear the boots. I prefer the boots of the traveler. So I guess there's no way to get any V discount if you just have your staff if you use a silverwood thing. So silverwood, you know, not sure it's the best choice or not, but we'll go ahead and make this obsidian staff core, and we'll get us some charged thaumium caps. Again, we saw how to make those back in the episode where we made the thaumium boss silverwood wand. And you can see if we put this in here, just like it was a wand, we need 76 V. So whatever 91% of that is, probably, what is that, 80, 85? I'm not sure. But let me go get the other wand, because that's not enough for this. Thaumium bossed obsidian staff. Let me make sure I scanned that, because I don't think I did. Alright, now we'll get our thaumium bossed obsidian staff. And this should have the same properties, yeah, that the obsidian wand does. It will recharge Terra by default. And I think I may have misspoke before. It doesn't recharge it to its full potential. If you read the Thaumonomicon, it's 10% of its maximum storage. So this should automatically get you to 18 Terra, because 10% of 175V, which you can see 175V of each type, it will replenish 10% of that. And you see it's 10% right here. Alright, we can also charge it in a wand recharge pedestal, just like a wand, which we'll have to do because obviously it's going to be empty. So we'll leave that for a while and get us a nice staff. Let's go ahead and make the silverwood one. I'll just show you that you can't use the charged thaumium caps on that. We'll have to use gold caps. Thaumium bossed. That's right, it's silverwood staff core. So let's see here. I'll go ahead and purchase that resource. I didn't do that before. But as you can see, the exact same pattern, 2 rods and a primal charm with some order. So I'll take my wand back, put the gold wand in there. Oh, I didn't actually make that, did I? But if we try to use the charged thaumium caps, you can see the V charge is 100, or V costs 131. That's with my discounts. If I use my thaumium wand, even at 81%, 1% more if I use the boots, not going to get us below 100. There's no way to make a thaumium bossed silverwood staff. Just can't do it. That's unfortunate, but we could use this if we had another wand. Let me get another thaumium wand. There we go, a gold banded silverwood staff. My keyboard's locked up. Ah, there it goes. The Silverwood Staff Core can hold 250 V, so, you know, it's even nicer, but we can't use those Thaumium caps. We can't get any V discounts from it. Let's go see if our Obsidian wand is charged yet. Okay. It's pretty close. I don't have enough good no to fully charge this right away. That's another problem with the wand recharging. You don't get enough. I'm not sure what the range on this is, but it would eventually charge. So I'm going to go ahead and put my gold wand back on there. Let that charge. This has enough for now, so I'm lacking a little bit in ordo nodes for that. But the staffs are a nice way to use your weapons. So let's see here. What kind of weapons do we have? We've got a focus pouch, right? So there we go. Let's see what we can... I don't know what he does in the corner, but he seems to hide in the corner a lot. Go do your job. Look at all this. I think I need more brains in a jar. I need them to be not so centrally placed. Let's see if we can go find a monster. Where can we find a monster at? Maybe I'll just spawn one. Yeah, gonna have to spawn one. Let's spawn a skeleton. We'll spawn a skeleton. Alright, there we go. That'll be nice. This will be a much handier weapon with the extra V. And as you can see, we only had, 8 V used up there. So it'll keep V a lot longer than just a regular wand will. So that's basically magic staffs. They just hold more V for you, which is pretty handy if you want to use something over a long amount of time. Let's see here. Did that get charged? Nope, I'm still lacking ordo. Okay, that's fine. Let me go check time. Be back in a flash. Alright, I'm back. We have some more time, so I thought I'd also show you one more cool wand focus. It's the Wand Focus Portable Hole. So I've already got the completed research note for it. The portable hole basically makes a hole in a wall you can run through, or a floor, or a ceiling, or, wherever. So, it's an arcane infusion recipe. We need an ender pearl, 3 nether quartz, earth, entropy, and air shard. So, let's get some of that stuff. Alright. Air, entropy, earth. No nether quartz? That's weird. Alright, I do now. And ender pearl. Alright, move this stuff. Ender pearl is the infusion item. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so air shard against quartz. Alright, I think it's like that. Although, it may be that these are literally across from each other. Nah, 100% sure if that matters or not. Alright, need some Alienus, Eider, Perditio, and Permutatio. Alright. Permutatio. Perditio. We need more of that, right? Yep, need way more Perditio. Perditio you can get from... You get Perditio from Cobblestone. Permutatio you can get that from cotton seeds. Alright, what else do we have? Alienus. You can get that from ender pearls. And Eider, which you can get from trapdoors? Fence gates. Fence gates will give you Eider. And void jars, because they have ender pearls in them. And apparently, item ducts too. That makes sense. Alright, we need more Eider. Okay, now just get me a wand and see if it works. Alright. What the instability was. Minor. Okay, that should be fine then. Alright, took the Eider and the Alienus. Permutatio. And the Perditio. Broke down the quartz and the earth shard. The air shard. Alright, there we go. Portable hole focus. The portable hole focus is very cool. If you ever need to get outside somewhere very quickly or find a path in here, you are literally just going to make a hole, just like, I don't know if you've ever watched Warner Brothers cartoons. There's a wall, there's a hole. It'll close back in a second, so you've got to go through quick, but it's pretty awesome. So there you go, hole's closed. If I was on top of the roof, I could fall down, if I can find my roof. There we go. I'm in the house now. Not sure quite how long it lasts. Looks like about 6-7 seconds. But anyway, very cool for making a hole you need to get out of somewhere really quickly. Or if you wanted to get in somewhere, you didn't want to have any other kind of entrance. You can make this thing completely of stone, no doors whatsoever. I can get my base just by making a hole. What happens to my portal, I wonder? My portal still works. That's weird. Alright, so there you go. Wand focus, portable hole. Okay, staves and the portable hole, wand focus. That's a good wrapping up point. Catch you next time.